Corey's Crew, Wu-Tang Financial, Kid Bro Sweets, Rap Forever Rudy's, College Avalanche, Laugh Lovers Anonymous, The Umbrellas, Shake and Bake, Why Save Warriors, Scott Uno Dos. Welcome to the KSFL Tuesday Report Week 10. The scores. Scores for the week: Shank and Bank 157, College Avalanche 73, Dr. Dewich Bag 64, Lamp Lovers Anonymous 80, Scott Uno Dos 88, The Umbrellas 53, Wu-Tang 133, Corey's Crew 75, and Weiss's Warriors 102, Rap Forever Rudy's 93. It's nice to see at least one Notre Dame guy can win. Now to the who's hot, who's not, and who hit the top score. Who's hot is Wu-Tang Financial. They continue to dominate the league. Shank and Bank also is very hot. For the second week in a row, they had the top score. 157 this week, as you can see at the bottom. Who's not? Rap Forever Rudy's loses again this week. And the Umbrellas, they're just having a tough time in the last couple of weeks. 1, staying healthy. 2, putting points up. Top score for the week is Tony Muscala at 157. Now to the standings. Wu-Tang Financial continues with a 5-game winning streak. Then Shank and Bank with their 4-game streak. And the rest is as follows. Weiss's Warriors, Lamp Lovers Anonymous falls to 4. Rap Forever Rudy's is 5. Dr. Douchebag is 6. The Umbrella 7. Corey's Crew 8. College Avalanche 9. And Scott Uno Dos wins a game, but still sits at number 10. Here are the ranks for the week. Charlie Marguerite gets the unanimous first place vote. He sits at 81 points. Joe Jensen dropped for the first time in the power rank history. He sits at 5th. For the third week in a row, Melson is at number 4. And Tony continued his climb to number 2. He has yet to fall in the history. He's started at 10, went to 8, stayed at 8, and then 5th place, and now he's at 2nd place. And Nick Emanuel moved up 1 spot despite his loss to Mr. Melson this last week. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the next week. As you can see, and as Mr. Moore pointed out, the ranks are the same as the standings. Now to my power ranks. As you can see, versus the coaches poll, they're pretty much the same, with the exception that I moved down to 6, and Joe Jensen moves up, and Nick Emanuel move up to fill in that hole. The other difference is John Moore is 10th place in my list compared to 9th place in the coaches. I think the difference is Scott has some pretty high-quality losses. He's put up some good points. It's just unfortunate that he's played some hard teams, and yeah, there you are. Alright, we have a break in the action. Word on the street is that there's a concert currently going on somewhere, someplace. We go live now to our correspondent at this concert. Matt Melson here, live from Butt Creek, Djibouti, aka South Bend, Indiana, at the Tony Muscala concert. Here he comes on stage, Tony Muscala.
But I can't spell it out for you. No, it's never gonna be that simple. No, I can't spell it out for you. If you just realize what I just realized, then we'd be perfect for each other, and we'll never find another. Just realize what I just realized. We'd never have to wonder if we missed out on each other now. And I'm hearing what you say, but I just can't make you sound. You tell me that you need me, then you go and cut me down. Tell me that you're sorry, didn't think I'd turn around. You say, it's too late to apologize. It's too late.
I said it's too late to apologize. It's too late. If I were a boy, even just for a day, I'd roll out of bed in the morning and throw on what I wanted and go drink beer with the guys.
This is Matt Melson signing off. Back to you in the studio. Wow, truly amazing. So talented. So talented.
Now let's move on to the projections for the week. As you can see, I actually did well last week. I was 3-2, which is better than I had been. I'm looking at the umbrellas to keep slipping and to lose to the Corey's crew this week. Next matchup I'm going to look at is College Avalanche has a few favorable matchups and a quarterback who throws passes longer than 10 yards, unlike Brady Quinn of the Rudies, who can't quite seem to go over that 10-yard stretch. So I picked the Avalanche to win this game, and I think this would be my upset pick of the week. Next is Lamp Lovers Anonymous to continue their streak to 2 and beat 12s. In his Scott Uno Dos crew, Uno Dos has matchups against good defenses and very well could lose this game. However, only God knows with the Lamp Lovers Anonymous lately what's going to happen. Next, I have Wu-Tang over Weiss's Warriors in a close one, and I just think he's going to continue the streak and keep going the rest of the year. Last matchup we're going to look at is the Shank and Bank. Looks like I spelled their name wrong as Shake and Bake, whatever. I'm going to say that he's going to continue doing what he's been doing and beat the Dr. Dewich bag by about 10 points. I just think Tony's team has been unbelievable lately. I mean, 137 I think was this week. He had 97 last week. Guy's been a powerhouse lately, and I mean, seems like he's talented on and off the field, but that's all I have to say about that. Here's what we know about the playoffs. We know that Wu-Tang Financial has clinched a playoff spot, and that Scott Uno Dos, as I mentioned last week, has been eliminated from the championship bracket. It doesn't mean his season's over. He will still have a consolation bracket, so he very well could finish in 7th place in this league. Only God knows. We'll see in the next couple weeks what happens. Alright, it's time for the little odds makers. To reality we go. Stat Boy, give us the first one.
Alright, Chance, Tony, and Matt don't make the playoffs.
It's a chance that Tony and Matt don't make the playoffs. That's a squad douche, because I will make the playoffs. I don't care about Tony, but if one of us does, then it's 0%.
Alright, so 50% for Tony, 0% for Melson. Next question. Alright, Chance Charlie Marguerite wins the
Sat Boy, I'm going to have to go with 50%. 50% chance that he wins the ship.
Alright, interesting. Chance Tony busts a nut in his next concert.
100% on this one, reality. Did you not hear the guy?
Alright, so 100% for Melson, 50% for Tony. Alright, Chance Scott wins out.
Absolutely not. 0% reality. 0%.
Alright, last question, boys. Chance points determine who's in and who's out of the playoffs.
I'm gonna go 70% on this one, reality. 70%.
Alright, let's see here. 70%, yeah, that's right. 1 squadouche, 2 Melson, 2 squadouches. Melson wins, 2 squadouches. That's how we judge odds makers. 2 squadouches, Melson wins.
Yeah, that's right, boys. I win. As always, I win. Joking. I just win when I face Tony because Tony sucks. Anyways, that's KSFL Tuesday Report, Week 10. Hope you all enjoyed. Sorry, Tony, I didn't mean to make fun of you so much, but it's just that I hope you realize, like you sang in your concert, that I did beat your little quota for me, per se, and I know you are beating me, but anyways, as your second song said, I hope you apologize to me for all your rude comments. And the third thing, what if you were a boy, Tony? What if? Ask Joe. I mean, maybe you two can come up with some answers together, because I know Joe often is asking me and Charles and everybody else, what if I were a boy? Well, Joe and Tony, hope you guys can figure it out someday.
I picked it with who I wanted, and I never get confronted for it, 'cause they stick up for me. If I were a